Hello and welcome to CR Wrestling Commentary. Your host Cedric Kennedy, Cedar Owens, and we'll be reviewing Ring of Honor Women's Championship Tournament, week 6, I believe it is. And this will be Trish Adora versus Miranda Alizé. And okay, look, straight up, I like the way this match flowed. It started off relatively strong.
Yeah, it started off strong and stayed that way. It wasn't the technical build-up that they had with other matches.
And it built up still. Even though it started strong, it built up to be stronger. These ladies laid in the forearms, the elbows really well this time.
Yep.
It won't jaw-jarring or anything. No,
it wasn't Ishii.
Yeah,
but they were doing it.
This is not a big event. There ain't no need to do that here, But, I mean, Alizé was catching them back elbows, like, epically.
Yeah.
There was they did the run around the ring point. They did all this other stuff, and they fought each other. What I liked about Miranda's, her side was she went from the classic runaway heel to a little wrestling, and then straight up brawling.
Yeah.
And then to the luchadora stuff. And then back to brawling. And then she had her mix. She showed her versatility.
But Adora was able to answer it back too, because she was going back and forth between some brawling and technical.
Yes. Now Trish Adora's side, I like how she was being more of a striker. Mm-hmm. She did well. And she covered up she blocked and stalemated some of that brawling from Alizé, with her wrestling and then counter brawling. That was good. These two were a good matchup.
You could see that it was a struggle. You could see that they wanted to win and that they were thwarting each other at every turn.
At every turn, Alizé hit a nice middle corner hung DDT. And my first thought, pinner.
Yeah.
I said pinner. Because I'm like, if you don't pinner, you're going to lose stripes over this one. And she tried to get the win. She did good.
Something that Adora did every time when she took a hit where it looked like someone could go for a pin, she rolled her ass over onto her tummy.
You noticed that too?
Every time.
Trish Adora.
She never stopped moving. It's like, I ain't just going to lay here flat on my back. You're going to have to roll me over. And Alizé did have to roll her over at times to try and pin her.
Alizé, she's great on offense, but she's not so great on defense. And what I'm talking about is the sell factor. Trish Adora is epic on that. Trish Adora, she's sold like crazy, man.
She can take a whooping.
It's not taking a whooping. It's when you get hit, do you look like you got hit, or do you look like, okay, I took that move, now it's time for the next?
Oh, yeah.
She looked like she got hit. And that's what it takes to put on a great match. That's one of those little elements. And there's so many elements to put on a great match, but that's just one of the small ones. You have to look like you got hit. You got hurt. She even played the loopy-eyed everything. Trish Adora did an amazing job. Miranda Alizé, she can play stunned, but not so well. She's always waiting for the next moment. Mm-hmm. That's Alizé's, that's her problem. She needs to overcome that. Play hurt. If you get an elbow, don't just hold your mouth and look around or lean over. No, look. If you got hit in real life, if someone just blasted you with an elbow, and it was that you just got rocked kind of elbow, you're not going to sit there and just hold your jaw and look like, I can't believe this person just did this to me. No. It ain't like you got hit and it's like, I am offended that this person struck me. I've been there. It don't hurt. And you're like, can't believe this person just did this. I've been there. But this, when you get nailed, you have got to, get hit, turn around, drop to a knee, or you hold your jaw and you gotta take your eyes off your opponent just for a little bit. Stumble side to side or back and forth. Something. Show me more than just you're waiting for the next moment. But still, Alizé is still good. This is just my little complaint, but she's good. She's good. Trisha's daughter, when she was getting hit, you thought she was in straight up trouble.
Definitely.
She had me. Trisha's daughter is one of the wrestlers where if you don't keep her on your roster, it shows how stupid your company is. I'm just saying straight up. The only reason she shouldn't be in Ring of Honor is because she's already got commitment somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. If Ring of Honor's like, she's not up to, you know what? I'd be almost ready to not watch you because she's good. Miranda Alizé, I'd like to see her in Ring of Honor, not just vying for a tournament. I want to see them there. If they did Women of Honor and they did it consistently, and not the Cody Rhodes thing, but they, did that every week instead of every 6 months. Oh yeah, I might watch that more than the main show until Jay Briscoe get back. I enjoyed these two matches. She caught at the end. They went through the cattle mutilation and blocking it. Nice. I like that. That's good work right there. Both of them performed well with each other. So that means they're not strangers, or if they are strangers, they did not show that they were strangers. So that if they're not strangers, then they're just absolute professional wrestlers. Good grief. Because I believed this match. I really did. It didn't look phony. It didn't look set up. Except for one spot where Alizé was, waiting for the moment that she could do the luchador leap into the ring off the bottom rope thing, yada, yada. From the outside. I was like, it's not needed, but okay. We'll look past that. Throw that out and don't and it will not count against your grade averaging. But the final sequencing with those strikes and the Shining Wizard and stuff, Trish Adora, I was like, she's done. I was like, she's lost this. And the reason I was saying that because she looked knocked the fuck out on her feet. She looked like somebody should have came in and got her some help. She was her performance there was a big match style performance. She had me. I believed in that.
She put her all into that.
And even though she was beat to shit, when she got in the crossface, she was blocking it. And I'm gonna tell you something, Miranda Alizé, you got to find your commitment to that crossface. Don't John Cena that mess. That looks dumb. You clasp your hands together, and you can tell you're not applying anything. You gotta apply it. It's up to her, the defender, to find an intelligent way to block it, even for the camera. You can't just, because you got your two forms of doing it. So now we know what it looks like when you're not going to score a submission. And now we know what it looks like when you're going to score or come close to scoring the submission. See, that's why you shouldn't do that. That's if you're listening. Find your thing, and they have to find an intelligible way to block it. She got her hands clasped, forearms and stuff next to the head. I'm like, you're not doing anything. But then, just going on the match and being involved in it, you've definitely got to see Trish Adora starting to fight it and pull to the side. And then that's when Miranda Alizé pulled her right. I was like, she done pulled her back to the middle. That's that young lion Doom right there. And she applied the crossface. This time, she hooked that head, and she did right by it. And that's when the match was over right there. It was a tap that she didn't want to do. Miranda, Trish, you could tell Trish didn't want to tap. That's what I like. That looked competitive. Miranda won convincingly at the end. She did great. Trish lost convincingly at the end. It doesn't take away the match. The match was great. The match was, it was a great match. I like to see them wrestle about 3 more times until they get to learn each other, and then you'd be like, oh, now they're doing it. Now they're going to do it up. Because actually, it takes repetition. I'm glad I saw this. I kind of do wish Trish won, but we both knew she was going to lose her next match.
I was hoping, though. I was hoping.
Yeah? Hope is irrational.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't try.
I was like, she ain't gonna win this match. I knew that. I didn't know who she was gonna wrestle. I was like, it's one of the last four. But you know, I thought this was good. I'm happy for both of them, and I hope Ring of Honor signs them or try to do something. You know, and if they got another promotion that they are mainstaying, I wish I knew what that was, because it would be great for Ring of Honor and National Wrestling Alliance to become in partnership and do trades with that company. Because this is good. Because wherever they're trained, they did good by these women.
Yeah,
they did good.
Very good.
So your winner of the match, you know, by crossface submission would be Miranda Alize. So you know, you got anything else to add, love?
Nah, that's it.
All right, let's roll. All right, second to last match of this event, but we're catching up. So Roxy versus Angelina Love, and you know what? My first thoughts were, these are my thoughts going into this. Angelina Love is faking her injury. Number two, and I had to think about everything that I have seen of Angelina Love so far, and everything that I used to see of Angelina Love, and compare that to everything that I have currently seen of Roxy. And my thought was, Angelina Love, in-ring performance and whatnot, is not on Roxy's level.
And I agree with that.
You know, I'm going on that. Now I know she's a veteran. I know Angelina Love is a strong veteran. And I know that she's a ring general.
But she's also coasting.
Yes, even if she called this match, even if she led this match, she did it in a way where it didn't look like she was just the odds-on favorite. You know, and I can appreciate that. They started off, you know, pretty much, you know, the little, I mean, you got the little cheap stuff going on. You know, throwing them out in the ring and whatnot. But you know, Angelina Love had to look at it and say, I am injured. And that struck me so deep in my core. I was like, I know who she reminds me of.
Who?
Dalton Castle.
Oh, yeah, you said that.
Yes.
That is something that he would say.
And I was like, last time she did anything like this was in TNA when she wasn't hurt. She did the exact same thing, said the exact same line, and it was bullshitting. And maybe she knows that. So she didn't. So hey, okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the turn. You know, I'm not really that hurt. Let me go ahead and do this. I'm waiting on it. Until then, Roxy and Angelina Love, they honestly wrestled a good match. It wasn't a bunch of forearms and stuff like that. I'm gonna give it that, although I do like seeing that from time to time. But Roxy and Angelina Love, if you look at this match, it was a mat game. Both of them was on the mat a lot, and they went through all of their moves. Made sure Roxy got her shit in the opening. That's the one thing. They made sure they got her shit in the opening, and Angelina Love can slowly do the few things that she can do. Okay. It's funny. Angelina said, "I see you," before ejecting her out the ring, and they fighting out there. Angelina Love used that right arm like, I mean, perfection. She's right-handed, but she got that left arm tucked.
She did.
She kept it as safe as she could. And during one of the first covers of the match, as Hedra pointed out during the show, that Angelina Love let her go because she couldn't hold her. And that made me think, dang, maybe she's hurt. She had to let go and then try to cover her with the other arm. Too late, she can kick out then.
Yeah.
So, you know, Angelina Love, she misses, you know, her finisher, which looked really good. Even though she missed it, it looked good. You know, I like that when you can miss your finisher and yet it looks good. I like that. I really do. Angelina Love needs to slightly alter her style more. I know she can do more, and I've seen her, but she hasn't. They need to showcase styles. You need to be able to see that wrestler style come to fruition. So then you can say, okay, unequivocally, I know your game plan. And then when they alter up their game plan, you can see it, you can mark out about it, and it brings hope. Or it raises doom. So it's going to do one or the other. Ultimately, as Cedra said that during the show, that, you know what, Roxy better go for that arm, because we know that she works on the arm at points. We know that about her, so can't hide that. Did a good job. And she didn't beat on that arm. She didn't beat on it like a horseman would.
Yeah, she didn't do it heel style, no. No, not even close. But she did go after it.
And when she did, she put that crossface on. Now here's the thing, when she got the crossface on, I gotta admit, I was like, okay, I'm seeing through the crossface. And I could see while she was in the crossface, Angelina was. I could see that her arm was practically straight, so there was no compromise to the arm. I mean, it ain't like you're actually trying to rip it out the socket in the first place, but I'm just saying it didn't look like her arm would be in any jeopardy, so I didn't really care. And then at some point, Roxy got mounted strikes that you could see through. So Roxy, if she could ever hear this, I'd be like, lay off the punches. Don't do those mounted strikes of comeback frustration if you can't make them look more convincing. The last few she delivered, I was like, okay, you're getting there, but it should have been from the very beginning. And but still, it doesn't take away the match. No, it don't.
No,
it don't take away the match. It's all good. We still being positive. We positive. We positive. These girls know how to work.
Yes, they know how to work.
Everyone positive. She positive. You're positive. So, this right here was what you call a technician's dream. But after those punches, they went back and forth. They did some things, and then Roxy got her on the ground. She went for one submission hold, and it didn't work. Went for it again, didn't work. Then she grabbed that wrist, and she floated over into a bridge with that over-rotated Fujiwara armbar, and I was like, oh man, I just watched. I'm like, what's going to happen? And I was like, how is Angelina going to worm out of this? Or who's going to run in, yada, yada. And then Angelina tapped out.
No worms.
No worms. No worm. It was wormless.
Wormless.
And I was like, it was weird for me because Angelina Love tapped out. And I was kind of like, did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Is that? And Roxy, you know, the bell rang and she looked a little confused. Now, I don't know if she was working or if it was legit, but she looked as confused as I was.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait, I won, got a hand raised, and she was in shock. Yeah, I'm gonna need a nap before the pay-per-view.
All right.
I can't help stop yawning. Yeah, I can't stop yawning. It's epic. So I'm just like, this happened. This really, really happened. She submitted. It's strange, but it's kind of going like how Typhoon's End's going. You know, some of them big hitters getting out. It's like,
knocked out, yeah.
It's like, what's going to happen? You know,
you have no way of knowing.
The only one left is Tree of Mass. That she's, if you get her out, then it's like, what? But I don't see that happening.
We'll see.
Might come down to her and Flaris. They on opposite. I put them on opposite sides of brackets, so you know.
Well, shoot, that's win-win for the layer.
Yep. Would they fight each other though? I mean, would it be like, you know what, we win, it's all good, and they just say we're not doing this? What would they do?
Oh, they fight.
Shit. Okay. I mean, look, I know this is off of a different tangent, everybody, but I'm curious. Okay, look. Laris is the leader. All right. Tree of Mash, she's on the road. So it'd be TV versus Rose like it should be. But, come on now. It's the same faction. Why risk injury? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but a Tree of Mass wouldn't go for that. It's like, okay, yeah, we're in the same faction, but if you just say, all right, we're in the same faction, don't matter. It's kind of going out like a bitch. So it'd be about competition. You know, for all this time to get to the final to be like, haha, we're here together, yay! Please, Tree of Mass with to cut off her own head.
All right. Yeah, okay. She's still racing to the top with Ralph and Boro Mata. Okay, so keeping on with this, Angelina Love, she submits her arm. Yeah, she was holding it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it was legit. Okay, all right. I see. Hold up, let me finish. I see a possible new reinvigorated possibility for Angelina Love. She ain't who she used to be, but she has adjusted enough to her size. But she's not. I'm not seeing enough. But this could be really great for her. It could. Just yawning. Just yawning. It's 7:07, so I ain't got long. In any case, I'm glad Roxy won. Her outfit was awesome.
Her makeup was spot on. It wasn't too heavy.
It was plaid.
Her outfit was plaid. Everything was matching up. She looked great.
I'm stunned at the outcome still. And then, now there ain't gonna be no code of honor when it's over. But then Miranda Alizé come out, and she looking at her, and as you said, she came out talking that shit. And she's feeling like title around my waist, like it's gonna be what it is.
It's not gonna be you, it's gonna be me.
And something Cedra called out, she said she thinks it's the same night. Like all this tournament, the last 2 weeks, took place on the same night.
I think it did. Because if it had been a week, Angelina wouldn't have been like that with that arm. She was holding that arm like it just got injured.
And then dude was wearing, as she said, the same suit. But you know what? What if he wore the same suit? I mean, I don't think that's an indictment there. You know,
that's not an indictment. But what I have noticed is that when these shows tape on the same day, everybody got on the same clothes.
Yeah. So it's up to y'all in the audience out there. Y'all listen. Y'all think it's the same day or not? I mean, when it comes to the grand scheme of things, it don't matter.
It doesn't.
But just for the shits and giggles, you know.
It was the same night.
Roxy and Miranda Alizé. I'm be straight up with you. Roxy is my pick. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Miranda Alizé is not complete like Roxy is when it comes to making a pro wrestling match. She don't have the facials. Oh, yeah. Just yawning. She don't have those facials. She don't sell like she should and or could when it comes to certain moves. And I would think a wrestling promotion would put over the one that has all the qualities of a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
That's what I would think. But if Miranda Alizé win, I would be all right with that. But my pick is Roxy. I mark for Roxy. She's only improved, and I think she's got what it takes to be an actual, legitimate world. And look, they called it a world heavyweight champion, the women's world heavyweight champion. I like that. At one point, that was mentioned like that, and that leads credibility to it. I like that. I hope they do just. I hope they do right. I hope Ring of Honor finds themselves and stop all the bullshit. But they doing good. They doing it up, and they picked a lot of great talent to be in this tournament. People that you want to see again. That's when you know they've done well. I want Willow to come back. I like Willow.
Yeah, I like her too.
I want to see Allison Kay. I want to see her. So
I like Marty Bell. She performed very well. She did good.
All of them.
Yeah.
I want to see. There isn't one that I don't want to see. Even if I can't remember them, my bad peeps. But I like everybody. Some tournaments I'm like, ugh. And I got a question. This is a question for all of you out there, okay, that watch this. Should we cover the G1? That's gonna be a hell of an undertaking, and we gonna stay on top of that shit if we do. But my thoughts were, if we cover it, if I want to cover it, it's solely based on who the fuck is in it. Tama Tonga's gonna be in it, so I'm raised about 50%.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check it out. Check out the the list of who's in it. Participants. List of participants. Yeah,
So,
I found the word.
Yep, I was yawning, so I couldn't say anything. It's bites. I hate feeling like this. So I'm gonna catch me a nap, and then we're gonna try to watch this. Hopefully, we can watch it. This right here is a goddamn pay-per-view, so I'm gonna take notes on matches. Hopefully, I can actually take notes. It just depends, but that's what this is. So should we cover the G1? If y'all gonna watch it, then most likely we might cover it. That's important. If y'all gonna watch it, that really pushes me towards wanting to cover the G1. So it all depends. And I'm only gonna do the G1 matches. I don't want to watch anything else. I really don't.
We don't need to watch that.
I don't care about the prep matches, the tag. No. Hopefully this ain't no stupidly crazy long ass G1 either. I wish they take it back to where it used to be. In any case, congratulations, Roxy, and thanks for calling this match Angelina Love, because she is a ring general. She is a ring queen for show. I don't like what's become of her, but I am not gonna take away her awesomeness. I'm finna catch me a damn nap if I can. Hopefully it don't turn into a sleep. And see, what you gonna cook? What you cooking, girl?
Pork chop.
Pork chop. What you gonna season it with?
Some Laura seasoned salt and garlic and herb mixes dash pepper.
You throw it in the air fryer. So that means you're gonna put some flour on it.
Oh, it's so messy, but yeah.
Hell yeah. That's that good shit right there. Alright. Look, we're gonna get up out of here, alright? It's been Cedric and Cedric for CRS and commentary on Ring of Honor Women's Championship Tournament. And the finals coming up. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. And thanks for your comments. Zimbo Toms too. And you, All Net Zonta. Y'all, and check out, y'all want to hear some nice little tunes and stuff that he titles Power Rangers and whatnot? Check it out. You actually will like some of them songs. But y'all take it easy. Y'all chill. I'm going to get a nap. I don't know what my woman going to do, but she going to cook like she needs to.
I'm going to come over there and bite you like I need to.
I could go Ralph Ramada. Yeah, see.
You could cook with your damn self.
Shit. I ain't going to do that then. Look, thank y'all for listening. All right. Thank you very much. See you next time.